on E.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we've got an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10.
Ready?
Now Breeze on the bootleg. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Breeze now to throw. This is caught by Ginn. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Pro Bowler Michael Thomas was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Breeze. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. James Bradbury, he was right there to break it up. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So again, they'll throw with Breeze. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception throw.
And that last one, that hurts. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second
Let's go.
47-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton. And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Third and 1.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got his target. That's Moore. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 37 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime a defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Play to win. Let's go.
New Orleans ready to get the football back here, CD. They got the win on Thanksgiving against Atlanta, 3 in a row, another 10-win season, 10-2. And they avenged that ugly loss to the Falcons in Week 10, where everyone was so shocked that they lost that at home 26-9. But it was interesting after the game because they clinched their third straight NFC South title, but they wore shirts in the locker room that said the South is not enough. They're hungry for more.
And they should be, because let's retrace now the Saints in recent years. They've gotten beat in the playoffs. The Minneapolis Miracle, right? Last year, the controversial no call against the Rams. And they feel like that's 2 seasons that they could very well have been in the Super Bowl. This is the 3rd opportunity. The South is not enough for a team that's this good. And now, headed into a game against San Francisco, where the #1 seed in the NFC will be up for grabs to the winner.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 28 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and completion of a play? look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Time to get another look at Carolina's offense. And while they come out onto the field here, Charles, just looking back to their game last week, they lost another one to Washington, 29-21. That's 4 straight losses now, 5-7. Strange to figure this team out. I know one thing. They were in the Super Bowl, 4 or 5 years ago? Since then, they've had 2 losing seasons, and they're on pace for a 3rd in the last 4 years.
And it's hard to believe because one calling card of Carolina has been defense. And Ron Rivera, the head coach, that's his specialty. You would think that would help carry them during the difficult times, but they've had injuries with their quarterback position, especially Cam Newton. Kyle Allen has played well in spurts this season, but to lose to Washington, that tells you that this team may need a little bit of an overhaul. Next up, at Atlanta, they host Seattle, then they're at Indy, and then they host New Orleans. Ron Rivera wants his team to get better and fast, and with good reason. They need a strong finish for his sake. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop. On 2nd and 9, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
Come on, one thing for sure, you know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly. 2nd and 5 now. Breeze. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Breeze now.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And they've got the hookup. This is Olsen. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more on that one, and another 1st down. From the gun, here's Newton. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now the Panthers get set, 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to account for Cam Newton on this play.
McCaffrey. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Here's Breeze to throw. Again has it complete. 4 receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
Ready? 95-56, 95-56.
The final shot before half for Breeze. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end. For the halftime report here, guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the third quarter. Let me spit this out. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. To throw is Newton. Now he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ballgame. Newton and Olsen here with a connection, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards and a Panther first down. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Gerald McCoy picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. There's Breeze.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Kamara, they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Ted Ginn there to make the grab, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Third and long, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Pilardi now on the punt as he sends this one away. Sherrills to return it. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So Breeze and the Saints down 17-14, a minute 50 to play. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Breeze, one of the best ever in these situations as he's trying to get his guys set. Now Kamara. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Kamara. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn. Back to throw, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Lutz with the extra point, and it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here.
A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.